The player is actively engaged in combat with NPCs. As NPCs die, new ones are spawned to take their place. But they just stand there with no assignment, direction, or purpose. In this video, we look at the system that gives them an assignment, direction, and purpose. The system is called the coordinator. Let's say this is your level and you divide it up in zones. 3 NPCs are spawned into the world at a designated spawn point. But that spawn point is on the far end of the level, in Zone C. Out of sight, but narratively plausible and technically safe. The newly spawned NPCs have no assignment and no direction. They know how to fight when they find a target. They know how to navigate. But nobody told them where to go. So they just stay idle, chatting among themselves. In the meantime, the player clears Zone A and moves into Zone B. Zone B is quiet because the newly spawned NPCs are still somewhere. The pressure drops and the pacing collapses. Not because the design was wrong, but because there's no system bridging the gap between existing and being at the right place. This is the problem the coordinator solves. The coordinator is a separate AI system. It sits between the director and the NPCs. It has no interest in spawning NPCs, level difficulty, or in player performance metrics. The coordinator has one job: make sure NPCs are at the right place at the right time. It does this by treating each zone as a container with two values, a minimum and maximum NPC threshold. These thresholds define the zone's health. When a zone drops below its minimum, it's in a need state. The coordinator responds to need states by redistributing NPCs from the zone directly next to it. This assignment of NPCs is always forward towards the player. Always forward is the rule that makes the whole system coherent. NPCs don't move backward. They don't redistribute away from the player. The pressure always faces the player. The coordinator isn't reacting to what the player is doing directly. It's reacting to the state of the zones. But because the zone state is caused by the player behavior, the coordinator is indirectly responsive to the player without needing to know anything about them. That's clean system design. As mentioned before, each zone has a minimum and a maximum NPC threshold. Zone A might look like this: minimum 3, maximum 6. Currently the hot zone, you want tight control over how much pressure the player is under at any given moment. Zone B might be 4 minimum, 8 maximum. Currently it's a staging area. It can absorb more variance because it's not the immediate combat front. It ensures Zone A can always be topped up without delay. Zone C might be 5 minimum, 10 maximum. Currently it's feeding the whole chain. It needs headroom to absorb what the director spawns and still have enough to push forward when Zone B calls for it. The coordinator is constantly watching these thresholds. The moment Zone A hits minimum, the response begins. There is no polling delay, no schedule check. The need state triggers immediately. These thresholds are your tuning levers. You're not placing individual NPCs. You're setting zone rules. The coordinator handles the rest. That means you can adjust the feel of the entire level, from how aggressive the NPCs push to how much breathing room the player gets by just changing these threshold numbers. The last zone in your level, Zone C, is a reservoir while not the active combat zone. Its minimum threshold is about keeping the pipeline viable. If the last zone drops to minimum, the coordinator should stop redistribution. Don't pull from the last zone if it compromises the reservoir. Let the director refill it and then resume. This is a deliberate design rule and it needs to be enforced at system level. If you let the cascade drain the last zone below the minimum threshold, you create a window where the next zone can't be refilled and the active zone stays empty, causing the whole system to stall. Before we continue, hit the like button if you find this valuable and share your thoughts in the comments below. So what does all of this actually enable? Consistent pressure. The player doesn't get accidental breathing room because of a system oversight. If you want to give the player a moment of relief, you design that intentionally by adjusting the thresholds to allow it. But the coordinator ensures it doesn't happen by accident. Fair pacing. Zone progression feels earned. The player clears Zone A and pushes into Zone B, and met with resistance, because the coordinator already moved NPCs forward in response to what was happening in Zone A. Emergent difficulty. You're not scripting NPCs' positions. You're defining rules, threshold, capacities, directional flow, and letting the system respond dynamically. Different players fighting at different speeds will experience different distributions. The system adapts without you having to anticipate every scenario. Adjustable game feel. You change how the game feels by adjusting threshold values, not by repositioning individual NPCs. That's a fundamentally more scalable and maintainable approach, especially when you're iterating. The director manages spawning of NPCs and so much more. If you want to learn more, watch this video next and I'll see you there.